Hi Josh, Oceana here with G3 Agency with your free website audit for One Oak Remodeling in Van Nuys, California. In this free SEO website audit provided by G3 Agency, I'm going to show you 3 to 4 things that you can do to get One Oak Remodeling in front of people searching for remodeling services in the Van Nuys and greater Los Angeles area. So, like I said on the phone, I don't expect anything in return for this video, but I would love some feedback from you on whether it was clear and helpful. And I'm also very curious to see if I was able to teach you anything since you are already familiar with digital marketing. So I will be following up with you in the next few days or so. So let's jump right in. The first thing that I always look for when I audit a website is a big click to call phone number right here, up somewhere in the top, and you've got that. So way to go. I can already see you're off to a great start. The second thing I always look for is content. How many words are on the page and are they relevant? So from what I can see, they're definitely relevant, right? You're not talking about some random stuff. You're talking about what you do. But there is not enough words, I can tell you right now. So we really suggest to our clients that they have a minimum of 2,000 words on their homepage and 1,000 words on their other pages. The reason for this is that Google believes content is king, and you've got 857 just for the record there. So Google sees more content as more knowledge. If you have a lot of words on your page about a topic, you must know a lot about that topic, and so you must be more relevant for the searchers. It's simple and it's easy to play along, right? So then also another fun way to include keywords is if I right click on an image, let's see if it works with this one. Yeah, so I right click on the image and I can click Save Image As. I can see what this image was saved as, which was Deco 3-min, which is not helping you. So what you want to do is actually re-upload these images as those key phrases that people are going to be typing into Google when they're looking pardon again, when they're looking for your services in your service area. So not just like new stairs, right? But specifically stairway remodeling, Los Angeles, California, if that is one that has volume. But I will show you how to find those keywords with high volume in just a moment. First, I want to show you, this is Ahrefs. This is a tool that my agency pays a pretty penny to use, and what it does is it gives us an in-depth look into how a website is performing, if it's functioning as it should be. So it's one thing for a website to look pretty, which your website absolutely does. It's a whole other thing for it to actually function as a lead generating asset. And so this here, your UR and your DR score, what that tells me is on a scale from 0 to 100, how trustworthy does Google think that your website is? So a score of 0 would mean that Google, as far as it knows, all you're doing is scamming people, right? It doesn't think that you necessarily know anything. And this is a fairly low score here, the domain rating. Your UR rating is a little bit higher, and that's good. So UR is specifically the page we're talking about, in this case, homepage. And then DR is your whole website as a whole, right? Your entire website. So it thinks that your homepage is pretty good, but that your back pages are totally bad. And so what we're going to need to do is increase the amount of referring domains and backlinks to not only your homepage, but also to those other pages as well. So what a backlink is it's whenever you have a link that's going from another website back to yours, that's a backlink. So from here, the 38 and 13, what that tells me is there are 13 websites out there with a total of 38 backlinks going to your website. So that's a good start. As long as those websites have credibility and are relevant, then those are good websites to have. If those websites are irrelevant, like you know, like a random school in Illinois, you know, versus actually a remodeling place maybe in a nearby city or even another state. If it's remodeling, that's going to help you. And then if they've got scores, UR and DR scores that are higher than yours, that's going to bring yours up. If they're lower than yours, it's going to bring it down. And then over here, we have organic keywords and organic traffic. So there are 54 words that phrases really. Keywords is a phrase. So there are 54 different things that a person could type into Google and have you show up in the first 100 results. However, being on the second page, so being the 11th or you know, further down, being the 11th result is just about as bad as not existing on those results at all. And the reason for that is that more than 90% of searches never leave that first page of Google. They find something on that first page or they give up. So that's why you're getting 4 traffic. Even though you're showing up in the first 100 results for 54 different keywords, you're only getting 4 visitors from those every month and that's on average, of course. And that's because you're just not showing up high enough on those keywords. So you want to make sure to include certain keywords. So I can see you're on the first page only for One Oak Construction, spelled this way. After that, you're on the second page for deck remodeling service. But the trouble with deck remodeling service, besides the fact that it only has a search volume of 10, so only 10 people are searching for it each month, the real issue with it is that it has nothing to do with Los Angeles or Hollywood or any of the areas you service. So a person typing this in, those 1 in 10, right? Any one of those could be any number of places. I mean, this could be a person in Canada or a person in New York or Texas typing that in. So it's not really helping you much, even if you are sitting on the first page for that. What we want to look for is keywords that have a high volume, low keyword difficulty, which I'll explain in a moment, and have high buyer intent, meaning that it specifically references a service that you offer and an area in which you offer it. So like this one, kitchen remodeler, Los Angeles. Someone typing that into Google definitely wants your services and is definitely in your area. And 400 people every single month are typing that exact phrase into Google on average. And then keyword difficulty. So KD stands for keyword difficulty. And what it is on a scale from 0 to 100 again, how difficult does Ahrefs think it will be to get to that first page of Google for that keyword? And so with a keyword difficulty of 3, that's actually quite achievable. It's not going to happen overnight no matter what you do, because SEO doesn't work that way, but that means that if you do it the right way, if you're putting the right resources toward it at the right rate, because you don't want to go too fast because that scares Google. It's silly, but it's true. So you got to do it at the right rate, and then you see in a few months, you know, you start seeing more traffic coming in from this keyword here. So so you've got, you know, 400 there, and then kitchen remodeling Los Angeles, 300 people a month are searching that. Window replacement Los Angeles, smaller job, but still, if you were up there, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to be getting those small jobs too, right? And you can always turn away a job if you don't have the time. So okay, so if I type in kitchen remodeler Los Angeles, which I think it was 300 people, 400 people are typing into Google just like that. You can see the results here. First are the ads. Most people just skip right past this area. Then we have the map pack, and how you get into the map pack is you want to make sure that your Google My Business listing is set up properly so that the name, address, and phone number are exactly correct. And then you want to take that name, address, and phone number and add it to as many as many directories as you can in order to increase basically how much the internet is talking about you. And what that's going to do is it's going to tell Google, when it finds all those citations, Google's going to go, this person is listed in a lot of places. They must be trustworthy. They must mean business. let's move them closer to the top of the results page because they have a good reputation. And then that's how these people ended up here in the top 3 results there, and that's good. They want to be up there, and you definitely want that spot, but not nearly as badly as you want this spot right here. So this is the #1 organic result. First result after the map pack and after these little people also ask section, if that shows up. This is the result that gets 30% of all the clicks on this page. So 30% of the people that are typing kitchen remodeler Los Angeles are likely to be clicking this link right here. So it's definitely the one that you want to be in. So because that's gonna result in quite a few jobs from just showing up there. So let's take a look at who is sitting in that position and figure out what is it that they're doing right and what can we copy or surpass, and how can we surpass them and end up in that position ourselves. So first thing, of course, I always look to see if there's that big clickable number, and they don't have actually a click to call number. It's just a regular number. But that's not really an SEO thing. That's more of a preference to make it easy for your users to call you. But they do have lots of content, lots of words on their homepage. And then let's see if they're saving their images correctly. Okay, that one didn't quite. Let's see. Right click, save image as. No, they are not. So that's another way where we can have a we can be a step ahead, right? So that's actually kind of nice. They're not doing that, so that means that if we do it, it's going to help us even more. Here are the keywords that they're showing up for. We can see kitchen remodeling Los Angeles. 300 people are searching for it every month. Keyword difficulty of 3. They're sitting in the first position, and they're getting 101 visitors on average every month from that keyword, which totally lines up with my earlier statement that about 30% of all the volume are going to go to that first position. So then we see here kitchen remodeler Los Angeles, that's that 400 volume word we were focusing on. They're in the second position for that one according to this, but they actually showed up in the first. Because it moves around a little bit. It's not always consistent. That's Google. That's Google for you. Pardon my family. Sorry about that. I work from home. Life goes on. So the second position, they're getting 69 people onto their site through being in the second position there. So that's pretty exciting. It starts to kind of add up, and we can take a look at theirs and go, what is it that we want to include? Kitchen remodeler Los Angeles. There's another one. Oh, it's actually the same one. Let's see, kitchen remodel. There's 90, not quite as many, but still, you know, if we were sitting in that first position, we could be getting that 32 traffic. So it's pretty cool. I really love this stuff. I hope that you were able to learn something, and if you didn't learn anything, I will be surprised. Please let me know if you knew all this already. That would be very amazing to me. So here's my phone number and my email address up here. Just a quick recap before I let you go. You want to increase the words on your home page to 2,000 or more, and increase the words on the other pages 1,000 or more. Include high volume, low keyword difficulty words on those pages, and save your images as those key phrases as well in order to show up for them on Google. Implement backlinks to increase the trust score, right? And add citations, your name, address, and phone number to different directories across the internet. And that will help you be visible to people who are searching for your services in the Los Angeles area. So I hope you found this useful, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Bye.